I
thought you never watched that show.
Wonderful.
You've never watched
I was not allowed to watch iCarly as a kid.
What?
A rough childhood.
Wait, why were you not?
My parents didn't want me to turn into like a sassy little bitch.
Are you being dead ass?
Yeah. They thought
jeez.
sassy and like get sassy on them and stuff like that.
We should talk about that. Oh,
Yeah.
man, this is loud.
Quick. I feel like we need to trim this down a little bit.
Yeah. Right? We're good? Yeah.
Alright.
For me,
Are you sure you could hear it? Because
Yeah.
that wasn't plugged into anything, right?
No, it's plugged into your laptop.
Oh.
you thought he was tweaking that
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the first ever episode of the Shower Thoughts podcast. It's just a basic podcast where we talk about the random things that come to us in the shower. I'm your host, Brennan Renier. This is our first episode, or at least the first ever episode that we're going to publish, right? What is this, like our fifth attempt?
Fourth, I believe.
Fourth attempt.
No, I think it's our
At a first
Fifth?
episode?
Really? Oh, maybe.
Yeah. So just little things about us. My name is Brennan Renier. I'm a sophomore at the College of the Holy Cross, currently studying political science. This is my co-host, Ethan.
Yeah, I'm Ethan Chang. I go to Illinois State University currently. I'm an education major, but next semester I'm transferring to University of Kansas. To my right, other co-host, Anthony Chan.
Yep, that's me. My name is Anthony Chan, and I'm a finance student at Loyola University of Chicago. And I'm actually thinking about going into poli-sci. I'm not even kidding.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So, yeah.
What's the inspiration for that? Just
Kamala Harris and AOC, if you...
Oh,
so
yeah.
Yeah, like, I just think it's pretty inspiring. You know what I mean?
Actually, yeah, I was just watching AOC play Among Us on Twitch the other day.
Yeah, dude, same.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, if I didn't like her enough already, like that was
Yeah,
kinda cool.
yeah, no, I was literally watching... It was like a 3-hour stream.
It was,
I was
yeah.
watching it yesterday.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
poli-sci,
very
that's cool.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so I honestly, talking about Kamala Harris, I don't think I've seen you since before the election. So
Yeah.
What's been up with you, huh?
Nothing much, just doing stuff with the vlog, podcast.
So I saw
Working
the
on-
post.
Yeah.
New vlog out? Yeah.
Where's
it coming?
Preview.
Yeah, preview. If you
okay.
guys check out my other Instagram, Anthony's.creativespace, if you want to go check that out.
Just a little self promo.
Yeah, a little plug. Yeah. What about you guys? What have you guys been up to?
Ethan?
College tour.
College tour.
I wasn't actually going to go to Kansas until visited the campus last weekend, and decided that I was going to go there. It was like pretty funny because my tour guide, she went to Barrington, like high school in Illinois, and then she also is an education major. So it was like literally the best possible situation for a tour guide.
That's pretty lit.
Yeah, and then so just asked her all these random questions about like being an education major, and she pretty much convinced me.
That's cool. Yeah, and for those who don't know, he's Kansas, Holy Cross, which is in Massachusetts, and Loyola Chicago, but we did all go to the same high school.
Yeah.
Here in the Chicago area, so
Yeah, go
that's how we know
Trebs.
each other.
Trebs.
New Trier Township High School.
Yeah, not sure how proud you want to be about that, but
I mean, I had a good experience there. Met a lot of cool people. You too, right?
Yeah,
true.
True.
We're all here.
Yeah.
What's up with you, Brennan?
I don't know, just the day-to-day minutia, I guess, of college
Minutia.
life. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Ex-English major. I got that vocab.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, poli-sci, it's fun. I did not think I'd be studying it when I was going into school, but that's the thing about going to liberal arts college. It's like you take everything, and then you just see what sticks. And some big news, I guess, is I'm just planning for next year studying abroad in Australia.
Yeah.
Which should be a lot of fun, studying their political system, hoping to sort of just, research the entire, like, oceanic, Southeast Asia, just all that stuff.
What exactly do you want to do after your 4 years of college with a poli-sci major?
Yeah, I mean, if the podcast career takes off,
Yeah.
I won't have to worry about that.
Sure.
But I don't know, like, State Department seems interesting, you know,
Yeah.
doing some foreign relations type stuff.
That's dope.
Um,
That's really cool.
you know, if I like Australia enough, maybe just move there, just stay there, right?
Wait, for real?
Maybe, yeah. I mean,
There's a world.
yeah, we like the U.S. here, but you know, other countries can be cool too.
Yeah, that is true.
Hmm.
How about for you, Anthony? Playing after school, 4 years?
Well, so right now I'm doing some research on poli-sci. I just want to see like what there is to do
Yeah.
with a poli-sci degree, right? But with a finance degree, I want to work at a record label possibly.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Possibly be like a financial analyst.
You should show me your setup back here. That should help with the
With the
record
the
label.
wall.
Yeah.
Yeah. Show the record label. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just doing some more research. You know. Yeah.
Finance poli-sci. That's an interesting combination. I don't think I know too many people doing that.
Yeah.
So I'd be curious to see where that goes.
Mhm.
But
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, I'm talking to my academic advisor right now, just seeing if I can graduate with within the next 2.5 years. Yeah. What about you, Ethan?
I'm just planning on studying abroad also, maybe like junior, senior year. But I'm probably going to be teaching English as a second language overseas. So, like, I haven't picked a country yet, but I'm supposed to, like, pick a country and then, like, study abroad there and then, like, teach English there eventually.
Nice.
that's funny. I feel like we were just talking about, like, you know, we don't really have a whole laundry list of good experiences to draw from for a podcast, but like it sounds like next year, the year after, we'll have plenty of stuff to talk about. So
yeah, I mean,
just have to keep this going, I guess.
Right, exactly. We're only 19 years old, right?
True.
Yeah, a lot to look forward to.
Yeah, we have a lot to learn.
Yeah. I know there was something you want to talk about though, right?
Yeah.
For this episode.
And that is technology and social media.
Right. It's a big topic.
Yeah. So like, I was in the shower actually, and
Shower thought. There you go.
I was like, so last year we had tryouts for club basketball, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's this one kid. He was really good, and he was like going off, right? And then I was also going off, and then he went up to me. He was like, "Yo, bro, we should hoop again sometime, like outside of tryouts." And then I was like, I don't know, because the guy gave off like a pretty weird vibe, and he didn't like that, I guess, quote unquote cool. And so he told me his name, and I searched him up, and then he turned out.
Is that what you do though? Like, I feel like I find myself when I meet someone, or like even in a Zoom class or something, like I'm so tempted to just search them up on like Instagram or something.
I mean, I don't do that for every single person.
Yeah.
But for some people, I search up their Instagram, see what else they're up to.
It's kind of weird that you can do that though.
Yeah, it's kind of like Stalkerish.
Yeah.
Like it's normal though. Everyone does it.
Yeah. So you looked him up.
Yeah, I looked him up, and he turned out to be like, I don't like the word, but like quote unquote clout. He had a lot of clout.
Yeah.
And then I was like,
a lot of followers.
Yeah, a lot of followers, a lot of likes, a lot of comments.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, so this guy is like actually kind of cool. And that raised the question of like, what do you guys like look for when you first look at their social media? Like,
yeah, that's a good question. Like, how do you determine what kind of person they are, basically?
Yeah, basically.
First of all, I mean, if it's a private account, I get nothing.
Right,
You get the bio and the profile picture, and if you can work on that, you can. I feel like if it's kind of like a weird, really long philosophical quote in the bio, I'm like, okay, like, cool.
Yeah.
You know, that's kind of interesting.
I mean, before I had a quote by Mac Miller. It was like, no matter where life takes me, find me with a smile. I thought that was pretty good.
I didn't mean to call you out, but...
Yeah, no, you're cool. You're cool.
I mean, it's usually like, what, like college, like initials or whatever, you know, like...
Oh, yeah, like KU
23.
Oh,
yeah.
right,
It's like,
yeah.
okay, cool.
Or they're like frat. Like,
oh, yeah.
Yeah, the frat now. I've seen, because everyone I know, all I'm friends with are in college now, so you see the frat like symbols popping up.
Yeah, the Greek letters.
Greek letters, yeah,
That's
exactly.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think if they have like, if I can see like their pictures, right? I don't know. I feel like if I see a lot of like beach pics or like party pics, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay, this guy's probably like, you know, pretty quote unquote cool. You know, pretty popular. I feel like on Instagram the weirdest thing to see are just like regular photos, of like places or of scenery or
Oh.
something,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like
Yeah.
some people have their accounts for that, like if they do
Right.
photography.
Yeah.
But like,
some people's personal Instagrams, that is.
yeah,
Their
yeah.
photography.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is
I
interesting.
feel like
never-
Instagram is almost made for just like showing yourself off.
Yeah.
That's what most people use it for.
Mhm.
Dude, that's
It's
so
for
interesting.
beach pics or body pics or whatever.
Yeah.
So if you see bikinis or like, picture with the boys or whatever, like then like okay, this guy is is
he's-
probably like
yeah.
popular and whatnot.
Yeah, and I think for like girls, like even if if their account's privated, if you see like their Visco linked or whatever,
Yeah.
it's like that's like immediately tells me like they're somewhat popular, I guess, or like they're more like extroverted in a sense, and because
Yeah.
they want to show off more, basically. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, from my own personal use of Instagram, I feel like a lot of people have Viscos, and I don't think it's like a way to show off. It's just like usually Viscos for more, I guess like formal pictures.
Really?
More edited pictures.
That's fair, yeah, with like filters and shit.
Yeah, exactly. I mean that's not to say that like girls post their Visco pictures onto their Instagram as well.
Mhm.
I'm just saying like usually whenever they have their link in their Instagram bio,
Yeah.
like it's not just for showing off. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
That's just for my personal use. Well, I'm not saying I stalk
Yeah.
other people's Instagram.
Oh yeah.
Also, I feel like looking at someone's Instagram page almost lets me know how like socially like brave they are.
True.
Yeah.
Like for good or bad reasons. It's like there's this one guy I follow and I know from school who like photoshops himself into like anime pictures and stuff and like posts that on his Instagram, and he's like very like outgoing about
Yeah.
about like the video games and like the anime he likes, and I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, how can you be like that
Courageous.
open on like Instagram? Like I feel like you're gonna get judged so hard for that
Yeah.
stuff.
That's kind of goofy.
Yeah, I mean, like,
I respect that though.
Yeah,
I
for
respect
sure,
it,
for sure.
and he's a nice guy, and he's a great guy, and like,
That's hilarious.
personally
I like
though,
that.
I feel like I'm a coward in comparison. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Like I deleted the majority of the posts I had on Instagram. It's like only 2 now, and they're just
Yeah.
like very basic, photos of myself. So
Yeah, Instagram's just not as casual anymore.
Oh yeah.
Like,
No.
For sure.
I remember before.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. Like so I had my Instagram since I think.
I'm pretty
Or
new
sixth
to it,
grade.
so I wouldn't know.
Oh
back in the
really?
day, yeah.
Yeah. I've had it since 6th grade, and
Wow.
in 6th grade I literally posted a picture of a brick wall, and,
yeah.
all it said was, "How many likes can this brick wall get?"
Yeah, that's so. I feel like that's what Twitter has
is
become now.
Exactly.
But I feel like I've scrolled through so many people's Instagrams where they have those random ass posts from like 2015 or something, or 2014,
Yeah.
and they're like so cringy or something because it's
Yeah.
like who would care about this?
Yeah,
you
and,
know?
like, we didn't know.
But
any
it was just
better.
it was like
Yeah.
fun, I guess, at the time.
Right.
Yeah.
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 I feel like it's more you were more I feel like we were more open back then to like
Right.
posting whatever we wanted. Like same thing for me. I posted the most random stuff. I was like
Oh, yeah.
walking
I've
to-
seen them. I've seen
yeah,
them.
walking to school today. It's like yeah, no one really cares about it, but then it's like
Now it's more for like advertising yourself. Almost,
yeah,
right?
actually,
Right.
it's. I feel like I have to present an image. Instagram's only for presenting this image that I want random people to see, and Twitter
Yeah.
is more like the image that I want my close friends to see. Almost.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even have many followers, but like I still almost like I'm self conscious about like I'm almost posting for a lot of people, even though
Right.
Yeah.
who
Yeah,
really
no.
cares about what I post? Right?
Yeah, no, on Twitter, like I literally just say whatever I want, and
Yeah.
I know that nobody will care. But if I go on Instagram and I post whatever I want, I know I'm gonna get judged.
For sure.
But yeah, like on Twitter this morning, I just
Twitter's
said,
crazy. I love
Yeah,
Twitter.
yeah.
Yeah, all I said was today is gonna be a slam dunk, and like
Amen.
yeah, like just chill on Twitter. I like Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Twitter's cool.
Like I only post once every year, and it's always in the summer. For the past 4 years on Instagram,
Oh, on
literally.
Instagram?
Really?
Yep, only in the summer, and
Yeah, I
only
know.
one post.
You're kind of clout chasing on Twitter though right now.
Not.
In a
I
way,
wouldn't say
really?
I'm clout chasing.
He's doing that thing. You can explain it.
What's the thing? What's the thing?
So he does this thing where he just comments like on every single trending post, almost like
Yeah.
the funny posts that go trending up.
Yeah.
all
Well,
the
not
time.
like the trending ones, not like the most random trending ones.
Yeah, but like big posts by people like you don't know, right? Like the thing about Twitter is like I feel like you're interacting with so many people, and it's not like people you know personally.
Yeah.
Just
Well,
kinda-
it's like niche things specific to stuff that I know, but they're relatively big.
That's fair.
So like,
Yeah.
for example, like if it's like an NBA one and somebody says something really stupid, I'll like
Yeah.
post a reaction picture or like you're actually stupid for saying that. But it's not like big political ones or anything like that that get like 500,000 like likes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm like chasing like the smaller ones, like
That's fair. Yeah.
for like
Smaller
10,000
fish
or
in the sea.
less. Yeah, 10,000
So
or less.
what's your social media goal? Like, what are you trying to like? Are you trying to get? I know you said something about 10K followers.
Yes,
on Twitter?
that's my goal.
10,000.
One day, that's my one goal in life. I just, no matter how, I don't care how. I just want to
Yeah.
get 10K followers on Twitter, and I could just like, there's so many random well, this is what the podcast
Shower
is for
thoughts.
too.
Just
Yeah, just
shower
random
thoughts you want
questions.
to tweet out and like,
Yeah, exactly, and
see.
be like, yo, do you guys think similarly? Like, am I the weird one for thinking this, or
Yeah,
do you guys think this way too? Or like
So-
set up polls and that kind of stuff about what people think.
Wait, do you only want 10,000 on Twitter, or do you what do you want?
I couldn't
I
care
only
less
care
about
about Twitter. I feel like.
what? Oh no, I couldn't care less about Instagram.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I'm saying.
oh, I thought you said Twitter, but yeah, I
No,
could.
You
Yeah.
can only care. Like I only care about.
Yeah,
Twitter.
I only care about Twitter. Like,
Yeah,
I
same.
feel like Instagram. If I had 10K followers on Instagram, it'll make me less inclined to post because there's more people judging me. But on
True,
Twitter, if I have
yeah,
10K
yeah.
Or you
followers
can
on
just say
Twitter,
whatever you want.
yeah,
Oh, that makes sense.
they followed me for a reason, and it's because they like my weird personality of who I really am. And
Oh,
Twitter,
that's true.
like Twitter, is like where you post stuff like who you really are and more.
It's like your
personal.
alt account. almost.
Yeah, it's
Your
like
alt
a
social media
Finsta. It's
account.
basically like a Finsta on
True,
Instagram.
Except in words. And
Yeah,
Wait,
exactly.
can you post photos on Twitter?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
okay, yeah.
yeah, like these 10K followers like me
course.
for my personality. Not like I feel like on Twitter these like they like you for your personality less than the image that you're portraying. Unlike Instagram where you're portraying this image of who you want to be, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
or like who you want other people to think you are, right?
Yeah.
And then they're following you for that image, but then on Twitter I can just be who I really am. I feel like.
Yeah. You know what's interesting? Something I heard. Well, first of all, what's your goal? I think because you're the content creator. not
Yeah.
here.
I'm curious
Um,
too.
Well, I think we should talk about that after the break.
Sure. Yeah, we can get into that after
we're
the
about to
break.
close out. Yeah, so we're gonna take a quick little break, and then we'll get right back into it. Right?
See you guys there.
See ya.
Sit tight. All right, hey guys, welcome back from the break. I think where we left off, I was asking Anthony what his goals were for his social media.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm not looking for any clout per se. Like, I'm not looking to gain followers. I'm just doing this for fun, and I'm just looking to improve my content, like the quality of my content, rather than like looking to grow my page. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously it would be nice to gain some followers and subscribers, but I'm just looking to have fun and be happy, you know.
Yeah, I feel like there are almost two sides to like content creating, right? It's like either people are just in it for like what you are in it for, right? Just wanting to put something out there that has your name on it and that's like creative. It's just like an outlet, right?
Yeah.
Just like anything would be like painting or making music or whatever. And then I definitely think there is the monetary aspect that some people are going for, either like the numbers or the money or whatever.
Yeah.
Like the 10-minute mark videos and whatnot. You know,
Oh,
those
yeah.
people with like
Yeah,
the 30-minute intros or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, and people begging for like
oh,
followers or
and
likes
click the
or
bell,
whatever.
whatever.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably something that's helps you stay motivated is if people are watching your stuff and like leaving comments and liking it, but you're saying like that's not really your goal.
Yeah, no, that's not my goal at all. I was talking to my mentor actually, and he was like, yeah, I think the most important thing when doing projects is to find your motivation. And originally my motivation behind like my clothing brand that I am trying to start up,
Yeah.
and like with the vlogs and this podcast.
You're Mr. Content now, huh?
Yeah, I guess so. But at first I was like, I want to make some money. I want to be famous.
Right.
And then I was like, I'm not gonna go anywhere if that's my motivation.
Yeah,
and I began to realize that my real motivation is to spread positivity and like just make myself like happier, like just having fun with this shit. You know what I mean? But yeah.
Are you someone where you like you'd almost drive yourself crazy if you just weren't doing anything?
Yeah, honestly, like earlier in the year, or the semester, sorry. I was like all I was doing was fucking watching poker videos like all day, and I was like, bro, what am I doing?
Poker videos.
Yeah, and I was like, bro, what am I doing? Like, I gotta start something. And then I was like, I'm gonna bring back the vlogs. I'm glad I found YouTube for the podcast.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to start a clothing brand. And then like just like even extracurriculars with school.
Right.
Just like that kind of stuff.
So my question is like, how do you get yourself to realize like, oh, what am I doing? Because like, I'm one of those people that just like lays in bed and watches like YouTube for like 8 hours straight. But then like, I never find the motivation to be like, what am I doing right now? I should be doing something productive.
Well, something that I do. So like every night or like whenever I had the time, I just write in my phone, just like some notes to myself, just like how am I doing, and like I keep track of like what stuff am I actually working on and like what stuff I'm actually doing, and I literally have like just a list. Like I like to play poker. Like I said, I edit the vlogs. I do my clothing brand, and I just write it out, and just having that like physically written out, it's just nice to like.
Yeah.
That's so funny, actually. So you have an iPhone, right?
Right.
Yeah, all right. Shout out to the iPhone Notes app then, because I do the same thing every day. Usually, if I have like a lot going on or a lot I need to get done, I feel like the best way to keep myself motivated, because I also suffer from the same thing Ethan does of just no motivation. I want to just like sit in bed and watch YouTube all day. I like either the night before or the morning of, I make like a to-do list on Notes and just like check them off as I go.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what I do. Yeah.
I was gonna ask you this before the break, but we didn't really talk about Snapchat at all, and I was wondering because I heard someone the other day say that like they don't use Snapchat anymore because it's for like children. I don't know. What do you think?
Children.
What do you think about Snapchat? Yeah.
Children.
Yeah, they're like, oh, I'm an adult now. I don't use Snapchat. Deleted that.
I don't think it's for children.
But what do you use it for? Do you think?
I just use it to communicate with friends that I don't like text that much. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I use it to stay in touch with a lot of people that aren't like here because of Corona. I use it. Yeah, like I just talk to people.
That's fair. Yeah, no, I know. It's so weird how like every app has like a different messaging system. They all have their own thing. I've had like conversations with the same person on like iMessage, Snapchat, and Instagram at the same time.
Oh yeah,
like we're sending each other memes on Instagram while we're like saying something else in Snapchat, and we're also like iMessage chatting. I'm like, what are we doing?
Yeah, that's
so
exactly
weird.
how I am.
Yeah, I think Snapchat's like the bridge between losing contact with the person and then like talking, actually like having a text message conversation with them. So it's like I want to keep a tab on them and
it's
be
for
like
the mutuals, but not
it's
friends.
Like, yeah, exactly. It's the mutual friendship thing. So like just in case, maybe one day I might want to hang out with this person.
Yeah.
And it won't be awkward for me to text them again. They'd be like, oh, I have a streak with them, so it'd be cool if I just hit them.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I know
you.
you said you tried to delete Snapchat, right?
Yeah.
And that didn't work so well.
Well, I mean, it's not like I feel like
you could do it if you really.
Yeah, if I'm fully committed to it for sure. But then it's like I'm always in the back of my head. I'm like, what if I want to talk to Ben or whatever, like in the future when he comes back from during Thanksgiving break, or what if I want to talk to like CJ or whatever, and that's exactly it. Like CJ, I've never thought I would ever talk to CJ like ever again, right? Because he goes to Kansas and then I'm in Illinois State,
right?
But then like thanks to Snapchat, I was able to be like, oh wait, I'm transferring to Kansas.
And you're like, you're sort of staying in touch, like to the point where it's not weird if you suddenly hit them up. Right?
Exactly, and then I text CJ, yo, dude, I'm visiting Kansas this weekend. Yo, we want to meet up? Blah blah blah, and it's not awkward.
Yeah.
So like that tiny bit of like still keeping in touch with them through Snapchat just removes all awkwardness of hitting them up.
Would you guys rather talk to people through text message or Snapchat?
I prefer text message just because, like, okay, both of the ways to communicate on Snapchat are, like, totally inconvenient.
Yeah.
One, you either are sending people a picture and typing, like, a short sentence
Yeah.
and then, like, keep doing that over and over again, which is so weird. Like, there's no point to that. And then the other is just, like, messaging each other and it disappears. Like, either after you write it, or like after you see it, or if you set it up for like the next day or something.
Yeah.
But that's like, then you get in the situations like, wait, what did you just say? Like, I actually swiped through it. And
right.
I don't remember.
You know, I always forget what people say.
Yeah.
Especially like if we're even if we're having a conversation and then the setting isn't changed to like delete after 24 hours.
Yeah.
I always forget it, even if it's like literally 1 second after, because it's fucking deleted. I can't.
Yeah.
I don't.
We've been talking about this before. You prefer iMessage, except for with the Android phone. It's
yeah. I was right about to get into that. So like, I'm not sure how
it's
it is.
a lose-lose situation.
Yeah, like I don't know how it is for iPhones, but like I have an Android, and if you send a text message to somebody with another Android, you can tell when they've read it, right?
Yeah.
But then it doesn't go the same way if I send a text message to you guys and you guys have iPhones.
It's a weird green bubble.
Yeah. And then so I can't see if you guys read it. So like, how do you guys feel about like being able to see if people the red feature, like you the sender can see if the other person read it, and how do you feel vice versa where you know the other person can see when you've read it?
I would rather them turn it off. I would rather see like just delivered, because it honestly stresses me out when I don't see that it was read, and that's like, wow, they're leaving me on fucking delivered. Are you kidding me?
I agree, and whenever I'm like adding a contact or like the first text, I like rush to like click on it because it's set on like automatically. It's on like read messages, and I'm like clicking like really fast to turn it off before they text me or something.
Oh.
And then it's like, don't have to worry about it, because I don't know, I just get anxious about it for no reason. It's like
you start second guessing.
Because what I do a lot is I read people, and I've got like yelled at about this before, but like a lot of times I read people's messages, and then I'm doing something else. I just kind of forget about it.
No, that
and like
happens
I'm
to me
gonna
all
respond. It just goes right out the head. You know, like
that happens to me all the time. Speaking of that, what do you guys think of people that
take forever to respond, or what?
Well, that too, but
hate them.
But you know, there's people that like purposefully keep messages on delivered just so that it shows like that number on the app, like the amount of messages you have.
Oh.
Like just to show that they have more clout, like quote.
Really, people
clout.
do that?
Yeah.
To show off.
To show off that they have like fucking like thousands of messages.
I feel like OCD about just having like a number there. Like I need to clear it. Like, with emails, you know, like I need to make sure they're all gone, right?
Well, I'm like one of those people, but I don't do it for clout. I'm just lazy as fuck, and I just do everything at once.
Right.
Like I just let my emails stack, and then at a certain time, I just fucking click on all of them. Same thing with Snapchat. Yeah. Like 6:30 every night, I click on all of them.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like it's the same with Snapchat. Some people leave people on,
have all their things.
Yeah, they leave people on delivered so that they have like the bolded names there, and then it just makes them look cooler, more popular.
Yeah.
I think for some reason in my mind, I'm like, my instant thought is that it's an important message.
Yeah.
Or an important email or something. So I have to check it. Even it's like 90% of the time it's just a random streak picture.
Yeah,
but like, what if they're asking me something?
Right.
You know, I want to like respond, so I check everything.
Yeah.
As soon as I can.
Yeah, for messages, like text messages, like if I usually don't open it right away. Mm-hmm. Like I give it some time because like I
just read it on my phone screen.
Yeah, that's
and
exactly
if it's not that important, I'm like,
that's what I do. But then for Snapchat, I open everyone's right away.
And I like that. I'd much rather you do that than do what I do, because I hate what I do, but I hate it when other people do what I do. But yeah, I much prefer if people just open it right away or whatever.
Well, with Snapchat, I get into the problem where, like, how long should the pictures go on for? Like, someone snaps me a picture, right, and I snap them back. And then they send another one, and I'm like, I don't want to respond again. Like, I'm just going to leave that on red, kind of.
Yeah, I mean, some people do that.
Yeah. So, interesting enough, like, I'm kind of new-ish to Snapchat, Instagram, as of, like, you know, maybe halfway through high school, right?
Really?
Because I didn't get a phone until I was graduating from 8th grade. So, My parents didn't let me get like an actual phone. I had like an iPod Touch, iPad or whatever, but an actual like iPhone I didn't get until I graduated 8th grade, which for
Really?
our generation,
Oh my God, that is.
for our generation is weird. You were just
that's
saying
late.
you were talking about Snapchat in like 6th grade or whatever, Instagram in
Yeah,
6th grade.
Instagram.
That's
Yeah.
not you.
I'm like, I wasn't even alive back then.
Yeah.
Basically, that's what it felt like.
Well, I mean, I got Snapchat freshman year, but I had
Mhm.
Instagram ever since 6th grade.
But you had a phone in 6th grade.
I
right?
had an iPhone in 6th grade.
Right.
Actually, that brings up another question. When do you guys think?
Like when should kids get a phone?
Yeah, get an iPhone or
Yeah.
like a smartphone.
So I mean, I can speak to this because I was kind of a late arriver to cell phones, and at our point, like our generation, I feel like I'm really behind at this point. You know, like I felt like everyone I knew had a phone. You know, everyone in my 8th grade class did. Interestingly enough, I didn't really think about it a lot because it wasn't really that important. Like, I don't know, I guess social media wasn't really that important.
Yeah.
But like nowadays, I mean, do you think kids should have phones when they're in like 4th grade or 3rd grade or something? Like, what's the age?
Well, I don't know if I'm early or not, or if I got one from really early age, but I think I got mine 5th grade. Is that early, Anthony? When did you get yours?
That's really
I got mine
convenient,
6th
I
grade.
guess.
6th grade, yeah. So that's like about average. I think like
Yeah.
4th, 5th grade nowadays should be average, because like I feel like when you're a little kid in elementary, like really early elementary school,
Yeah.
like everyone's friends, and like there's no such thing as like cliques or like getting to know.
True.
Like there's no like friend groups or anything. Everyone's just friends with each other, you know.
Yeah.
But then like once you get past like, I think it's like when you get those, you know, you guys grew up with like the classroom pods or whatever. You stick with the same class all the way, like
Yeah.
like for every single class or whatever, and you don't see new kids. It's just everyone in that same classroom for the whole day.
Right.
I think once you leave that system and you go venture into other, like you have mixed classrooms with different kids, that's when you should get a phone, because you're meeting all these new people.
Keep in touch.
Exactly.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's
as soon as
valuable.
that happens, I think that's when. I don't know what grade that is. Is that like 4th grade maybe?
Yeah, I guess for me, I think my parents' logic was, that I didn't need a phone, really, like for whatever purposes it serves, but also like getting it when I graduate will let me keep in touch with those friends
That's true.
from 8th grade, you know, who I actually spent like 8 years with, because I was at I was at 9 years, K through 8 school. So I guess that was the reasoning. And I can't really speak too much to that question because about like what age kids should get phones nowadays, because I feel like we're getting farther and farther from like the younger generations. It's kind of scary. We're getting
Yeah,
older.
yeah.
I don't really know what they're like, and
Yeah.
I don't have any younger siblings that are like that young.
Yeah.
So, I
No,
don't
like
know.
whenever I go out now, I always see like those little kids having their little iPads, and
Yeah.
like they don't even talk to their fucking parents. And
Mhm.
honestly, I think it's like kind of messed up. But I mean, if they already own iPads at that age, I don't see the problem with them having an iPhone.
True.
I mean, that's a whole nother topic, right? Our parents sort of using iPads as a cheat code for parenting, like just stick the kid in front of the iPad.
Oh
and you don't
yeah,
have to do
yeah. It's
anything.
definitely way easier for them
Yeah,
to manage.
that's true.
And I feel
Yeah.
like we can all agree, like social media is addictive to a certain extent, right? So,
Yeah.
you know, starting kids off young, I guess we'll just have to wait for the studies to find out,
Yeah.
because this is kind of an experimental time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like my question is like, you know how like during recess we play like tag and like play with Pokemon cards or whatnot.
Oh, they're
in
probably
college?
playing like
You know, or no, in elementary school, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. So
you know,
like,
these kids are probably playing like fucking Among Us now, like
yeah.
on their
Yeah,
phones.
once.
I mean, I don't see a problem with that, but like if it's Among Us, they're still talking to each other.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's like a straight like only on their technology game, like that's not good.
Yeah, that's true.
Do you
Yeah.
feel like you're still part of like the youngest generation, or do you feel like
Oh
now
my-
we're separate from whatever is coming after us?
That's
I
a
don't-
great question, actually.
Like, do you look down at them like, oh, kids these days? You're like, are you starting to feel that already? Because-
I feel like we're in the middle. I honestly
Yeah.
feel like we're in the middle, like
Yeah,
smack
yeah.
dab in the middle. Like
Yeah, so we're not the kids of this.
no,
age
but I don't
anymore,
feel like
are
I'm an
we?
adult. I don't feel like I resonate
Yeah.
with the adults either. You know.
Mhm.
So like I think that some of the stuff that like the kids do is kind of like weird and like I don't know. That's like. But then I feel like, oh wait, like, am I the boomer now? Like,
Yeah.
Zoomers, right?
Yeah, am I
So-
like,
the Zoomers.
am I having this like terrible mentality? And if I were in their position, I'd be like, what do you mean this is normal? Yeah. So it's like, have you seen, like, my cousins live in this, like, around, like near this Jewish neighborhood.
Yeah.
And they're just, every single kid, instead of walking to, like, to school or their church or whatever,
Yeah.
they go on hoverboards, like dead ass hoverboards.
seriously?
Now, yes.
Bro, we're in the future.
We saw, like, my sister and I drove past them. There's like 8 kids on hoverboards going through the sidewalk, and we're like, wait, this is normal now? Like,
so
they
goofy.
don't walk, they don't use bikes, and we're like, okay, this is pretty mean, but like half of them were fat, and I'm just like, I don't know, like this is kind of weird, you know? And then I was like, wait, that's probably normal for them. So like, am I weird for thinking this way, you know?
Honestly, like personally, I feel a little intimidated by like younger kids now.
Yeah,
you know, like I don't know what they were thinking of. Like, I was at a restaurant the other day that you just kind of like walk up to, right, and order from the window, and there were like a bunch of kids in front of me, and I'm like, I'm not the same creature as you. It's so weird,
No,
like.
for sure.
So I don't know.
Well, I think we're gonna wrap it up there.
Yeah, that could be the end of this first episode. I don't know, Anthony, you want to tell people where they can find this podcast?
Yeah, so they're
probably already listening to it.
Yeah, they're probably already listening to it. But I mean, if you want to listen to it on other platforms, it's also going to be on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and SoundCloud.
Yeah,
So-
we hope to get an episode a week. That's
Yeah,
the plan,
roughly.
right?
Yeah.
And watch the YouTube video. If you're listening to it, you can also watch the YouTube
Yeah.
Check
video.
out like the 20 different things Anthony plugged in this
Yeah,
one episode.
Yeah.
Check him out. Yeah.
Yeah,
All
for
right.
sure.
Thanks for watching and listening. See you next time.
Yep. Thank you.
Peace.